Hello, everybody. I hope you all doing very well. I am. I got a little pep in my step this afternoon. A fresh new haircut, clean. Man, reminds me of when I was a kid and I got a new pair of sneakers and hurried to get them out of the box, strapped them on, laced them up, and had to run around the block because I knew that I was going to be faster with my new kicks. That's how I feel today. Super fast. Quick credit message. You don't feel bad if you feel like you're the only one who doesn't understand credit. I can tell you that is the truth of the matter is most people don't understand credit. Other than the good advice of pay your bills, don't be late, that definitely rings true. That is always good advice, is to pay your bills on time and not be late. But outside of that, most of us didn't receive any credit education in all of our school years, be it high school or college. Maybe you didn't get any credit education from our parents, because guess what? Our parents didn't receive any credit education either, right? So the number one issue with credit in our country is a lack of credit education. It's the number one issue, and I've mentioned this many times in the past, and people are always up in arms and saying, well, why isn't there any credit education? And they should teach that in school curriculum. Why don't we get any credit education? And that's fair. Absolutely, we should. Credit is one of the primary factors that determines whether or not we're approved to finance or purchase whatever we're trying to gain. Be it a home loan, a house, or an automobile, or appliances, whatever it is, whatever we're trying to finance, furniture. Whether or not we're approved to get into the apartment we're trying to get into, credit, right? The primary factors that determines whether or not we're approved for or denied. We don't get any credit education on. My conspiracy theory, which I believe is accurate, is they don't want us to know. They, meaning all the companies that make billions of dollars, charging us those higher interest rates due to lower credit scores. If everybody Just imagine if everybody had excellent credit, how many billions of dollars those companies would be missing out on without being able to take advantage of us and charge those higher interest rates. Which this is another segment, but what is credit basically? Our credit score from 300 to 850 is risk assessment. Our credit worthiness is just really, in short, right now, the likelihood or probability that you can repay a debt, or the likelihood or probability that you're going to default on a loan, the likelihood or probability that you're going to be 90 days late. Okay, but the likelihood or probability that you can repay a debt on time. That's what credit is essentially. The higher your credit score, the more likely you are to repay on time. The lower your credit score, the less likely you are to repay on time, and the more likely you are to default. That's what credit scoring is. And obviously, whether approved or denied, but at what interest rate? And that's what I'm getting at, is what interest rate? Are you going to pay more for the same item that somebody, due to having lower credit scores, as opposed to somebody else with good credit that's going to pay less for the same item, whatever you're trying to purchase, right? That's what credit is. They don't want us to know. There's just too much money to be made. And that's where I feel compelled to share the secrets, to spill the beans. They don't want me to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Having good credit, having excellent credit is fun. I've got excellent credit, which I should, of course, but having excellent credit is fun. I know that whenever I walk into anywhere, or any retail store, or even applying for a home loan, I know that I'm going to be approved. There's never a question like, oh, I'm anxious and nervous if I'm going to be approved or denied. I know I'm going to be approved with excellent credit, and I know that I'm going to be approved with the lowest interest rate possible. That's the confidence that comes with having excellent credit. In all my years, I've been doing this a long time. I've commented on this many times as well in the past. Is I can usually tell whenever I'm in airports and interacting with folks. I do a lot of interacting, a lot of people watching at airports and traveling all over everywhere. But I can usually kind of gauge and tell if somebody has good or bad credit simply by the way they carry themselves. And I'm not saying that's exactly a science, but generally, I think that that's pretty true. And the reason being is I believe that it's difficult to be truly confident with bad credit. You can only really be confident with having good credit. Otherwise, if you've got poor credit, you can fake it till you make it, but you can only fake it so much. So again, you can only really truly be confident having excellent credit, or unless, of course, you didn't need to worry about credit, you could pay for everything in cash. But I don't know too many people that can do that. Anyway, I'm going to continue to share the secrets and spill the beans. Looking forward to it. Talk to you soon.